The Moon Prince turned towards Corley. He slid the moon ring onto his finger, and suddenly he could feel them, the Free, their fear, their desperation, their last desperate hope. And he drew his sword and raised it towards the darkening sky. Arise, midnight! Arise, the Free! Peril and doom lie at our gates. Waken your valor! Arm yourselves with courage! Doomdark stands at our gates. Take up your weapons. Find your courage. We ride north to end him, or we die trying. Arise, midnight! Arise!
Hail and well met indeed. Here we are again. Episode 5 of Let's Play The Lords of Midnight, The War of the Solstice. Reimagining by Andrew Smart. Music, fantastic music, sound effects, Wayne Britcliffe. As you can see, we are at the citadel of Shimmerel, looking northwest, and the sight does not look good. Got some keeps burning there. Doomdark is coming. Let's look at the map. Yeah. So we left episode 4 with a dilemma. And that dilemma was up in the north, if you recall. Morkin. So we have Morkin and the Lord of Shadows in the Keep of Lotharol. We've recruited the Lord of... Where is it? There he is. The Lord of Lotharol. So we recruited him. And we have Shadows, Morkin, and Lotharol ensconced in the keep. So, let's think. I'll get there in the end. Place, right, so the Lord of Shadows is here. Yeah, I have no idea what that sound effect was. All I can tell you is it frightened the absolute life out of me. So we have Shadows and we have Morkin. Slightly tired, so it's a good idea if we get him some recovery. And we have Lotharol. He's utterly invigorated, which is good. Let's see what we have in the vicinity. Yeah, we have the lake, but Shadows has already used up. So what we can do... Well, we need to make a decision, don't we? We need to decide whether we're going to defend, because we know that to the south, just through the forest there, the edge of the forest, round about here, we have a regiment of Doomdark warriors. I think there's 1,000 of them. So do we decide to keep in the safety of the keep? Or do we run further north? I think if we go further north, Doomdark's not going to catch us. But obviously there's the possibility of running into further trouble. Let's have a look to the north. Can we see anything? I'm just gonna... What does Farflame got? So Farflame got 6 hours. Okay, so we can do a bit of scouting. Let's scout off to the really want to go, yeah, northeast. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Can we see anything? Well, I can't see anything. While we're here, let's look for some guidance.
Lake Miro can destroy the ice crown.
Hey, alright, well that's that was handy. Lake Miro can destroy the ice crown. Well, we know Farflame can. We also find out Logrim the Wise and Forquin the Skullquin can destroy the ice crown. Now we know that Lake Miro, and I think, yeah, there it is. So maybe we need to get Morkin to grab the ice crown, which is a lot easier said than done. Then with either Farflame, Logrim the Wise, or Falquin the Skullquin. We don't know where those two characters are at the moment. So with one of those, Morkin, Ice Crown, one of the characters at Lake Miro, and that should be job done. Okay. But that's for later. For now, we need to make a decision. You know what? I think we're going to head north. We're not going to take any chances. I think if we can get to about here, I know there's another citadel in the far north that's around here. I think it's owned by Lord of the Free, so we should be safe there. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. So Shadows 4 hours, Morkin 4 hours, Lothril 5 hours, Farflame 6. So first thing we need to do, Morkin is tired, so let's seek. Or actually, hang on. Yeah, let's seek. Yeah, he's found shelter. He's invigorated. Still have 4 hours. Let's head to the village. And let's seek again. Okay. Still have 3 hours remaining and he's very invigorated. Okay, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Let's look at the map. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's get Shadows. Let's recruit as many men as he can from the keep, because we are off ski. Right, let's head to the north. Okay, right. Let's bring Lord Lothril with us. Let's recruit. There's Farflame there. No, I think that's it. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're maxed out. And we're looking northeast. There's Farflame, we can see. That's a nice little image there. But we want to go to the north. Let's... Let's put them on the map. Let's put them on the map. Right, okay. So let's get Farflame to do a bit of scouting. Right, this is what we need to do. Let's get him on top of the mountain. Well, I don't want to really get to the Skullquin. Let's get him here. Okay. Let's go northeast from there. Okay. I think we need one of the armies here. Right, so let's bring Lord of Shadows. Let's get him. So this, yeah, I don't think we've talked about this yet. So this, so Lord of Shadows is at Lothril Henge, looking north to the forest of Lothril. So henges are in the game. And as you can see, very stone Stonehenge-esque, if I can say that. Can't see it clearly there. So basically standing stones, and I think similar to ruins. In fact, it may be a bit more positive than ruins. I think it's a 70%, 30% chance of positive to negative. So if you seek here, you may get a cup of dawn, which brings new welcome, a new day. Maybe waters of life, which give you, which replenish your energy. Could be another spell. Could be an artifact. Could be a sword. But you take a chance. And at the moment, because we're on the run from Doomdark, I don't think we should be taking chances. So let's get Morkin here. He's the one we need to protect the most. He's got 3 hours, so let's move him to the north. Okay. Let's, how many more? Got 2 hours. Okay, so we can go one more to the north. In the forest. I like it in the forest. It seems we're hidden. And he has 1 more hour. Okay. Let's get back to Lothril. Bring them all together. Right, let's move him to the north. 1 more. Okay. Let's get back to Shadows. Yes. Okay, so let's have a think. Where are we? We've got 1 hour remaining. Morkin. Lothril. Okay. Let's get Farflame. Yeah, okay, so it's here. Well, I can't see any Doomdark's armies in the north, so I think we're going to be okay. So let's move Morkin as far as we can north. Maybe behind this mountain, actually. It gives them a bit of cover, doesn't it? Yeah, let's put him here with... No, we want to go to the north, really, don't we? Alright, let's get the army to clear the wolves. I think that's order of the day. Yeah. Let's move Lord of Lothril here. Let's kill the wolves. Okay. Yeah, let's bring Morkin to the northeast. Yeah. And then let's get Shadows in the same location. Okay, I like that. That looks good. So then... Okay, so let's just move Farflame. Where are they? Yeah, it's just to the north, isn't it? Okay. Now let's think. We're in the Forest of Lothril. Farflame's here. Morkin is here. Shadows is here. And the Lord of Lothril is here. Okay, I like that position. I like that position a lot more. So Doomdark is about here. So he's not gonna... I don't think they're gonna make it here unless there's another army. They call another army in from the east. Don't know if they have that capability in the game, but I'm happy with our position. We're getting closer to the Tower of Doom, which I believe is probably up here somewhere. I think there's a 3 citadel the other side of these mountains as well. So I like our position. We're looking good. We're looking good. All right. Let's keep that there for the moment. Yeah. All our other characters are down here. So let's check at the Citadel of Shimra. I don't think we've been in any battle yet. Let me think. Let's just check. No. So Doomdark has not yet arrived in the Citadel of Shimra. Although, as you can see, he is very, very close. These armies, you can see, are our armies patrolling the border. But Doomdark is about to strike. So we've got all those protecting the Citadel. I'm happy with that position. Morkin's quest, we'll come back to that at the end of the turn. So what do we have over in the east? Okay, Rawthron. This will be a good character to move now. So he's been hidden. So let's unhide Rawthron the Wise. And let's look. So he's in the Forest of Thrall, looking northeast to a village in the domain of Marakith. Now, from the back of the box, I know that there's a citadel of Marakith. And the domain of Marakith is here, so I think if we head to the northeast, to the village, we may be able to see a little bit more. So let's have a look. Yeah, okay, well there's a keep with a red banner. Let's just have a little look around. Oh, there's another keep there with a red banner. So red usually means it's a Lord of the Free. And I think, is that a citadel we can just see there? So let's move east. Yeah. Okay. So we're at a Lith. How many hours remaining? Less than 3. So why don't we seek? And let's see if we can get a bit of luck. We may get an extra few movement points. Let's seek. Wow, what do you know? He has found the Cup of Dreams, which brings new welcome. What that actually means, it's back to dawn. So we have 7 hours remaining. It's a lovely image there of Rawthron the Wise. So just to the northeast is the citadel of Marakith. So there we go. All right. Okay. Let's think. And let's see who it is. So to the northeast, the citadel of Marakith holds 700 warriors. And it's owned by the Lord of Marakith. So all the citadels that are not owned by Doomdark are owned by a major Lord of the Free or of the Fae. So they're usually good to have on your side. So let's move to the citadel, and hopefully Rawthron, he is one of the best recruiters in the game. Hopefully he'll be able to approach Marakith and convince him to join our side. Right. Okay, so we've managed to recruit the Lord of Marakith. Let's see what his stats are. Utterly invigorated. Marakith is slightly afraid, yeah. I think as I've mentioned before, because Doomdark is advancing, the ice sphere emanating from the Ice Crown is moving further south, and because we have Luxor, the Moon Prince, in the far south, on the plains of Corelay, I believe, he has with him the Moon Ring, which acts as a deterrent against the Ice Sphere. So all those factors combined means that a lot of the lords are afraid, slightly afraid. Okay. What army does he have with him? Got 1,000 warriors, 500 riders. That's alright. That's pretty good. Okay, so we'll leave Marakith where he is for the moment. Yeah, let's open up the map. Okay, so what do we do with Rawthron? Well, I know from the back of the box again, there's a huge citadel around here. And as I mentioned, we've got some Fey Lords in the north. So I think that's Rawthron's path. Head to the east. And then skirt round to the north. So we have quite a few movement points. So what we want to do is... Is he tired? Does he need to seek? Invigorated. Okay, so we might as well get him to seek. He might get some refreshment. Excuse me. Well, he's found the Sword Wolf Slayer, but he's already carrying one, so doesn't need that. Let's head east as quickly and as far as we can. Okay, well, wolves there. He has a Wolf Slayer. This shouldn't, and let me emphasize, this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's right. It wasn't. I always get worried when a soul lord without an army. Needs to fight wolves, ice trolls, skullcrin, dragons. But he's got dwarfs there, so as you see, wasn't an issue. Let's keep going. Alright, so it's at night, I think. Let's think. Yeah. Slightly tired. Well, we're at a village, so let's seek to get some refreshment. And make sure we hide him. Okay, so he's hidden. Check the map. Yeah, so he's here. Opened up a bit. So we want to send him in this direction. Now we also have, if you remember, Mytharg was just outside a keep. There's a keep there to the northeast. So let's see what we have. I think we've got some skullcrin. Let's get rid of the skullcrin. So there's a keep and there's a lord there. To the east, the keep of Athril holds 150 warriors of the free, and the keep is owned by Lord Athril. Okay. So Mytharg is a free lord. Athril is a free lord. We know that because warriors of the free. So free is basically the human characters. So he should be able to recruit him. Let's move to the keep and we'll find out. Yes. Yes. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So he stands at the keep of Athril. Alright, okay. Map time. Okay. So, Thrall, we know that there's a Fey Lord around here somewhere. Here's his keep. So we're going to send Thrall directly east, I think we need to go. Well, dragons to the east, but yeah, well, do we need to go east or southeast? Yeah, I think we really want to go. Well, actually, let's go southeast first and then we'll head east. And avoid the beasties that way. It's not a big deal, but we need to be in line with the citadel. So, oh, right, we're a ways up. Oh, yeah, direct east, he gets the keep. So I assume the citadel won't be far behind that. So let's keep going. One more. Yeah, we got to the keep. Okay, and yes, in the moonlight we can just make out, I think that's a citadel there. Let's seek. Saw a wolf's lair, which is always handy. Let's look at the map. Maybe we can see the citadel on the map now. It should open up a little bit. No, not yet. I think because it's a forest, can't see clearly. But I think it's pretty much here. Okay, I'm happy with him. So we've got Athril and Mytharg. We'll come back to them in a moment. Let's go back to Luxor. Where do we leave Luxor? Right, Luxor the Moon Prince. At the keep of Timrath, looking east. How is he? He's quite tired. Alright, so let's seek. Yeah. He's found shelter. And we need to just move all the way to the east. So this is the tower. If you remember, in the last turn, I think it was Lord Timrath, or Timrath the Fey, I think he seeked here, so that's why we don't have the option. So let's just keep going. Let's keep going. The lift again. Timrath seeked here, so I think we're at night. Yeah. I always love this image, this graphic. We've got Luxor camping for the night. He's unable to move any further. You can see his army in the background with the fire just in the foreground here. Very atmospheric. Just listen and appreciate the music. As I've said previously, I think this game's just worth playing for the atmosphere that it creates with the graphics, as you can see here. The music, as you can hear. Very relaxing. I find it very relaxing. Very nostalgic. Takes me back to when I was a kid. 1980. With me, my phone misbehaving. Takes me back to when I was a kid, 1984. I remember getting this game. Don't remember exactly when. I think it was released kind of middle of the year, but I remember playing it in winter. And back then I was in my bedroom, black and white TV, and we had no central heating at the time. So I was in my bedroom, freezing cold, I had my big Parker jacket on, playing the game, and it blew my mind. It really did. And anyone who remembers playing the game back in 1984, I don't need to explain anymore. You know exactly the feeling that I'm talking about. But it's playing this game again now with updated graphics, sound. It's fantastic. It really is. It's like being thrust back to my childhood. I love it. So big thank you to Andrew Smart and Wayne Britcliffe for putting all the hard work in that they have to produce what I think is an amazing game, and it's an amazing tribute to the memory of Mike Singleton. Alright. So let's get Timrath into the citadel of Britcliffe, which is the capital of the Free. So let's get rid of the Skulking. So this citadel that we're about to enter here. Here we go. So he stands at a village, in the domain of Corelay, looking northeast to the citadel of Britcliffe. And the citadel of Britcliffe is the capital of the Free. This is the citadel where Doomdark's armies are headed to. Their objective is to sack the citadel. So we can move into the citadel, but as you can see, we get no approach icon. Now this is because Timrath is a Fae, as you can see here, and the Lord of Britcliffe. Let's just... yeah, the Lord of Britcliffe is a Free character. If we can tell that, it's owned by the Lord of Britcliffe, and it holds 750 riders of the Free. So very generally, the Free Lords can recruit other Free Lords. Fae Lords can recruit other Fae Lords. And there are some special characters that can be recruited by other special characters, which I've already referred to a little bit, but we'll talk about that a little bit more soon. Right, okay. So we've got Timrath there. We've got Luxor at night. Ah, Lord Rorath. Now, this one is interesting. Oh, is it night? Let's think. Oh, it's dawn. Okay. It's a dark dawn. Okay, yeah, so he's in this valley area here. So we've got Shimmerel to the north here. We've got Britcliffe to the south here, and he's kind of in the middle. And we decided that he'll venture through here to see if there are any lords that he can pick up. But we've got some wolves, so let's kill the wolves. Let's look in this, is it a valley, a canyon between the mountains, a valley between the mountains, towards the Lith, in the domain of morning. Okay. Okay, sunlight's coming in now. Need to fight again. Some more wolves that he killed. As I said, characters with armies, wolves, Skulking, no problem. Oh, hang on. Right, so here is a keep I can just see with a red banner. Let me get to the Lith, and we should seek. Okay, it's found the Sword Dragon Slayer. That's always good. So something's opening up. Yeah, so this keep here we need to head to. Looks like there may be a lord there. So let's go to the Forest of Morning. Yeah, very mountainous here, but very hilly. How much time does he have remaining? He has less than 3 hours. Okay. So that's east, late morning. Let's see, does he need to seek there? He's quite tired, yes. So let's get the waters of life and get full replenishment. He has found the waters of life, which fill him with vigor. Okay. And to the northeast is the Keep of Morning. Yeah, I think the horse enjoyed the waters of life. So, to the northeast is owned by the Lord of Morning. Isn't that what they call the devil? Well, let's yeah, okay, we get the approach button. Okay, that's good. So we've recruited the Lord of Morning. So let's recruit as many troops from this keep as we can. Oh, that's 100. 100 now guard the keep. Let's have a look at the armies here. So Lord of Morning commands 900 warriors and 300 riders. Utterly invigorated. Lord of Morning is afraid. So, this is starting to become a problem. Our lords don't seem to have a lot of courage between them. So, Borath is at night. He's utterly afraid. It's doesn't need to seek. What do we do with the Lord of Morning? Do we get him to Shimmer, drive across the mountains? Or do we get him to Citadel of Dawn, just around here, to protect the passageway down to the Jordan? Okay. I'm going to Lord of America. So, Lord of Marraketh, what are we going to do? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the map. So we've got Rawthron here. It's got 1 hour remaining. Oh, okay. So this is a keep there. I think that belongs to Marraketh. Yeah, keep in the domain of Marraketh. Yeah, so that's Marraketh. Let's just finish Rawthron's day off. Let's unhide him. And we're going to keep going east, so there's no point going northeast here. So I'll just go one more. Okay. Let's have a look. See the mist rising off of the ice and snow. Starry skies. Wonderful. And there's the moon looking over the mountains of Kumar. Right, let's hide Rawthron. Let's go back to Marraketh. Right. So let's put them on the map. Marraketh is here. Now I know that there's a pass to the north here. You can just see the outline of the mountains. I think these mountains sort of end around here, so you can get through here to the north. And I think there may be a lord in this area, so I think we've got a choice to make. We either head straight back south to the Citadel of Dawn, or back to Shimmerel. No, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to max out. Let's have a look at his army. I think he's maxed out already, right? Yeah. He's got 1,200, 500 riders. Yeah. I think you can recruit some more riders, but 1,200 I think is the maximum you can have of warriors. So I'm going to send Marraketh. He's got 1,700. He should be okay for any skirmishes. If we hit a big Doomdark's army, we're going to be in trouble. But we're going to head to the north to see if there are any. We'll have a quick look, see if there are any lords that can be recruited, and then I think we'll pop back south. So let's go through the Skullquin. Okay, so we need to just wipe these. Yeah, that wasn't a problem. Marakith doesn't look too impressed there. So there's a keep. I think that belongs to Marakith. So let's just move in that direction. Yeah, so still got 5 hours on the plains. Is there anything about? No, there's nothing about the keep. So I think that means it's not. Oh, okay. Now we can get some details. But there's no lord there. I can't see any lord. To the north. Oh, it holds 250 warriors. What's our army? Is it... Oh yeah, we're maxed out on warriors, so there's no point. No point entering the keep. But aha, there. This is what I was thinking of. Right. Okay. So this keep here is owned by Marakith. He's got Marakith's banner and sigil, red, and here is a green banner sigil. Looks like a moon actually. So green, it could be a Phalor, but usually they're in the forests. But anyway, I think we're going to find a lord here. So let's see if we can make it tonight. Well, we're going northeast, so maybe not. We might have to camp at the village. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. So this is what I was afraid of. So here you can see a lord that can be recruited, but he's surrounded by Doomdark's army. So let's see what is going on, shall we? So we've got 1 hour. He's slightly afraid, but he's utterly invigorated. Right, let's see what's let's see what's up ahead. To the northeast. Ah, so they're in the keep. So the keep holds 250 warriors and Lord Hereth. Let's see what Lord Hereth holds. Yeah, Lord Hereth. He's very afraid. Okay, that's not a good... I've got 1,200 warriors, 500. I've got 1,700 strong is my army. Northeast. Okay, so Hereth has got 500. Oh, 400. Okay, so that's about nearly 1,000 there. Nearly 1,000. Oh, and Doomdark's only got 125 riders. Okay, well, it's a no-brainer then, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to have about 2,000 over 100. So when you're faced with Doomdark's army in an adjacent location, you have a choice of retreating or engaging. And here we're going to listen to a fantastic piece of music by Wayne Britcliffe, The Northern March. So when you're faced with Doomdark's army, you see here, we have battle. So in order to engage, you need to click the battle icon, and then you engage with the enemy, and then that battle is fought overnight. Oh, they're getting a bit feisty. So the battle isn't instantly determined as it is with the creatures that you see, the wolves, the dragons, etc. So it's fought overnight. Very reminiscent of the Game of Thrones. This music that's playing. Very atmospheric. So what we're going to do, we're going to head into battle. Let's give Hereth some help. Okay, so the Lord of Marakith, he enters battle. Right, let's have a think. So, so let's see what's going on in the battle. So the Marakith, yeah. So we've got 1,800, 1,700. Yeah, 1,800 and 900. Yeah, that's going to be fine, isn't it? Doomdark's only got 125. I can't see that being a problem, so we'll leave him there, and then hopefully overnight that will get resolved. Sometimes, if you have two large armies fighting each other, the battles take longer than one night to be resolved. But at the start of each day, you have a similar choice. You can retreat, so you can exit, or you can continue. But we'll look at that in the morning. So let's have a look at the map. So Marraketh and Roroth moves are finished for the night. Okay. So let's see what we have. Let's select. Let's take them all from the map. Yeah, so we've got all these at night. Guard. So he's quite tired. And he's at the Citadel of Chimarol, right? As I remember, yes, that's correct. So, awaiting imminent battle. So let's rest him so he can replenish some energy. Let's see. He's quite tired still. Yeah, I think because when Doomdark is so close, it's very difficult for the Lords to get any rest and any sleep, so they don't rest as much when there's imminent danger. Okay. This music's fantastic. Timrath. Well, he's at Zajorkef, right? So we need to just keep him there until Luxor joins him. Lotharil. We'll get back to Morkin's quest in a moment. Brith. Oh, right, okay. Brith, I think, is in Chimarel. Okay, he's fine. The Lord of Morning. Alright, yeah, so we just recruited the Lord of Morning. We need to make a decision now. We can go north into the Citadel of Dawn. Maybe help Luxor in the south. I think they're going to be alright at Chimarel for the moment. Let's just go back to Chimarel. See what our strength is. Right. If we skip through, yeah, so we have an army of 4,300 warriors, 7,400, yeah. We're going to be okay for the time being. We're going to be okay for a couple of turns anyway. So, Lord of the Morning. I think what we're going to do. Utterly invigorated, he's afraid. Yeah, so what we're going to do. Is there anything around that we can... There's a keep over there. Let's have a quick check if there are any troops that are worth crewing. $150 warriors. I think we'll be able to pick some up here. Let's have a look. Yep, we can. Okay, we recruited 100 warriors. Alright. They will come in handy. Let's see what army we have here. So he's got 1,000 warriors, 300 riders. Not too bad at all. Quick check of the map. We're very nearly on the Plains of Dawn. Yeah. So let's check Rorath. Oh, it's night. How is he? He's utterly... Okay, yep, we don't need to do anything there. Oh, I think it's just the quest that we need to focus on now. So let's check. Yeah, blood. Oh, no, we've still got Athril. I forgot about him. We just recruited him, didn't we? Let's recruit. Okay. Let's see what army he has. 400 warriors, 800 riders, 1,200. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's a keep there. Right. Map time. Ah, yeah. So we have Thrall heading into the Fae to pick up a major lord here, I think. Athril is with Mitharg. Don't know what to do here. So the edge of the map is about here. This line here. So we saw a keep about here, and it was a different colour banner, I believe, than Athril. Well, Rothron's heading here. Yeah, so I know what I think. I think what I'm gonna send Athril back to the west. I know it's a long way. Maybe we'll send him back to the Citadel of Dawn. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. Let's send him west. And I think the Citadel of Dawn is just to the west southwest. If we go southwest, how much time do we have left? 2 hours, alright. So we should be able to get 2 southeast movements out of that. One more? No. He was moving over the downs, and that takes a little bit more time. Okay. So he is. Yeah, he's heading to the Citadel of Dawn there. Not too far. Mytharg. It's got 5 hours. What do we do with Mytharg? Let's see what condition he's in. Slightly tired. He's quite afraid. Let's have a look at his army. 200 warriors, 500, 700. Well, let's seek, see if we can get some shelter. Yeah. That's good. And south, we don't want to go back to Dawn. He's even got a significant army, but I want to investigate this keep over here. Oh, okay, look, there's a citadel there with a green banner. That's a different colour there. So I think it's going to be a different, it's going to be owned by a different lord. Rothron's heading to the citadel, so why don't we head east or northeast to that keep and see what we can see. It's less than 2 hours. So if we can go north, or we can go east. How about if we go east and then northeast? Yeah, I think over flat. Yeah, the plains of Targ. So we should be able to go east once and northeast once. I think we're just about going to sneak one more in. Yeah. Oh, hold on. So, Lord Mytharg stands on the plains of the Targ, looking northeast. Now, anyone who played this game in the 80s will recognize that location immediately. There's a infamous character located on the plains of Targ. I'm not sure if he's in this keep, but he's somewhere in the land of the Targ. So the Targ is a race of people in the game. They're kind of like a barbarian race of people. So we have the Free, which are the human characters, the men. We have the Fae, which are the elves. We have the Dragon Lord, self-explanatory. And the other, we have the Wise, which is Rothron, and we found some information about Logrim the Wise. And the other race that's recruitable, I think there's only 1 or 2 characters, is the Targ. And there's a famous, it slipped up again, an infamous Targ called Utarg. And he has a very particular backstory. And I think we're going to find him shortly. I'm not going to say any more. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. So if you played the game in the 80s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't played the game and you're interested in playing the game, I definitely recommend that you go to the website in the link below, Frozen Empire, Andrew Smart's website, and download the game first of all and play it, because it's fantastic. But before you play it, read the novella that comes with the game. written by Mike Singleton. Gives you a bit of backstory, gives you a lore on the characters as we've discussed. And Utag is in there. So I'll give you a few days to read up on him before I give you any we go into any detail about who he is, what he is, and why he's so infamous. Okay, so yeah, the map opens up and looking, so this, yeah, the plains of the Targ, you can see in the top right, it's all this, a village. Okay, there's a village, so possibly he's at the village. There's a forest, could be there. Lake, not usually at lakes. So he's gonna be in this vicinity here somewhere. My bet would be the keep, but also it could be the village. But we're gonna find out next episode. So tune in and we'll find out. So let's go back. Let's see who we have remaining. Yeah. So we've got Farflame. Blood, we know, is at Shimmerl. Brith is at Shimmerl, I think. Yep. Let's just check his energy levels. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Timrath, we know he's at Sajorkef. Lothror, okay, yeah. So let's go back to Morkin's quest. Let's have a look on the map. Maybe we'll finish the episode off here with Morkin's quest. We started with Morkin. Let's finish with Morkin. So we know he's being chased by Doomdark's army, which is here. I think we're far enough away. And there's a keep in the way, so hopefully that will distract their attention. As long as we're not going to meet any more... There's no Doomdark armies in the north that can trap us from the north and coming up from the south. So Farflame has 4 hours of the day remaining. Shadows is at night. Okay, right. So if Shadows is at night, I think that means Morkin is going to be at night. Farflame has 4 hours. We could do a little bit of scouting if we want. Oh, the horses don't like the look of that dragon, do they? Morkin, yeah. So we're all here. Let's see. Let's put them on the map. No, let's keep them here for the moment. So Morkin, yeah, Morkin's at night. Lothror's just got 1 hour. Shadows is at night. So Farflame is 4 hours. Let's have a look around. Just trying to look through the trees. Can we see any danger? Let's quick look at the map again. So if we're going to get any danger, it's going to be coming from that direction here. Possibly northeast. So I think the edge of the map is about here. I don't think it's going to come from the west. So it's going to come from the east, I think. North or the east. So let's have a quick fly around. Let's go northeast. Maybe for 1 or 2. Oh, okay. We're in the open. That's good. That's good. Right. And as I keep saying, back in the day, there was no in-game map. There was just this, what you can see here, the landscaping. So let's have a look around. So southeast, I can't see anything. East, the domain of the lost. So we're getting into Doomdark territory now. Northeast, forest again. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all right from the north. I really do. Yeah. So yeah, I think the horse agrees with me. So let's get him back, all in the same location. And let's just hope that we're far enough away. Oh, that's opened up a bit. So we're far enough away from the army. We've got the keep of Lothril to kind of divert their attention. It doesn't seem to be anything in the north. I think we're going to be alright. I think we're going to be alright. But I think we're going to have to wait until the next episode to find out. So, in the next episode, we have Morkin's quest. We're edging closer to the Tower of Doom. However, Doomdark is on the hunt. His army has picked up our trail in the forest of Lothril, so they're going to be heading for us. Hopefully, he doesn't send any of his minions from the north, but we're not too far away from the Tower of Doom, so now it's really heating up. Just south of the Plains of Blood, in the citadel of Shimmerel, we're going to be attacked tonight. 100%. No doubt about it. We're getting attacked tonight. We've got 7,000 garrison. I think we're going to be okay for a few turns. We can hold out. We've got reinforcements on the way. How long they'll take to get there from Athril, from Morning, Rorath, not sure. Marakith is already engaged Doomdark. And this is the big one. We've got Lord Mitharg on the plains of the Targ, and in the next episode, he's going to meet Utharg, the infamous Utharg. So, don't miss it. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, any messages, put them in the chat. I'll reply to everyone, and hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.